Friends, this is Krish. Friends, when people who are victims of a builder or victims of a company, victims of a scam of any kind, come together and form a group, an association, maybe a WhatsApp group, and they start relying on the WhatsApp group for decision making, or the association for making all the decisions and taking the fight forward. My observation is that most of the times this strategy of dependence on an association or a WhatsApp group is a dangerous strategy and usually fails. And here's the reason why. One reason is that an association or a WhatsApp group is very easy to infiltrate. The builder or the company or whoever is running the scam will have a few people on that group who pretend to be victims, who will take leadership, who will say things like, we will connect you with the builder, or we will give you or organize a meeting with them, and so on and so forth. They become your spokesperson and they betray you. So this is problem number one. So the most common issue is infiltration of the WhatsApp group or the association by the company's people or the builder's people who have actually been part of the exploiters. They've been part of exploiting you and victimizing you and taking away your money. That's problem number one. Now, problem number two is when you rely on other people to take decisions, you enter into a state of passivity. Most people in a WhatsApp group or an association do not take any decisions on their own. They rely on other people to take the decisions. They'll say, we will wait for the leadership. We will wait for those who are more well-versed with the problem than us. They stop studying the problem. They leave everything to the leadership. And the leadership, in turn, may sometimes leave everything to a lawyer. They will appoint a lawyer and then they'll say, oh, the lawyer is going to decide everything. Now, if you have entered into that kind of a state of passivity, then you are in danger of not getting back your money. The chances of your getting money in any case are quite slim. I'm sorry to sound pessimistic or very negative, but most of the cases, I would say, the chances of your getting back your money are quite slim. Now you're going to make them even more slim if you leave things to the group and you say, no, I don't want to think about it. There are others who are more smart, they are better than me, they are more knowledgeable, they are more well informed, and they are going to figure it out for all of us. So you are basically taking a mentality that someone will be your savior. This group or the group's leaders will be your saviors. That mentality usually backfires. It usually won't work. Group movements, group decisions, I would say, have a very poor chance of success. There is a third reason. The third reason is any builder or company is okay with negotiating with an individual. Usually not so okay with negotiating with a group, although he may pose as if he is negotiating. They may pretend. So what are groups good for? Groups are good for sharing information. If you know something and someone else knows something else, and you can get some information from him and he can get some information from you, you all have more information. Excellent. That is good use of the group. The second thing they are good for is they are good for organizing mass events like demonstrations, morchas, picketing, Twitter campaigns. Everyone retweet something and so that it is trending. To do these things, a group has good value. But when it comes to negotiating with the builder to give your money back or to give you possession of your flat or whatever it is, groups are usually not very good at it, and possibly individuals are better, or more likely I would say individuals are more effective. And the reason is, see, each person can negotiate for himself. You are completely authorized to negotiate for the 10 lakhs or 25 lakhs or whatever it is that the builder has taken away from you. You are completely authorized to say, okay, listen, I don't want interest, just give me back my 25 lakhs. And if the builder says, listen, I'm not going to give you 25 lakhs, but I'll give you 22 lakhs, you will have to lose 3 lakh rupees. I'm not going to return it, but I'll give you 22 lakhs right now. And you will be okay, you are authorized to say, yes, okay, do it, give me the check. Give me the money right now. Whereas if there is a group has many heads, a group has many thoughts. There will be some people in the group who will say, why should I take back only the principal amount? I want interest also. I want interest at the rate of 10%. Somebody else says, no, why 10%? I want interest at the rate of 18%. Someone else says, no, I don't want interest at 18%. I want interest at 21%. How do you make these people see sense? Someone else will say, I'll be okay if he only gives me the principal amount. Someone else will say, I'll be okay to even take a haircut if he gives me less than the principal amount, as long as he returns it to me now. I need that money now. People have different compulsions. There are WhatsApp groups or associations where people with many diverse kind of needs and requirements and urgencies, that's how a group always is. So a builder, even if he negotiates, the person who is negotiating will not get proper authorization from the group. Someone will say, no, you have to negotiate with him for 20% interest. It's not happening. Then they will say, no, then let it go, and all. It gets derailed. Negotiations get derailed. Instead, if you negotiate as an individual, you are authorized. So this is one reason why you have to set the stage for the builder or the company, whoever it is, to negotiate with you as an individual rather than as a group. For the builder also, or for the company who has scammed you, it is easier for them to part with, say, 20-25 lakhs, give you back your money, than to give the money to everybody, 25 lakhs multiply by 200 people. Very unlikely that they will take out that kind of money. They may not even have that kind of money because they may have diverted the funds. So, if there is a negotiation going on from a group, and if there is a negotiation happening with an individual, the chances are much higher that the individual will get his money back than a group will get his money back. And you have to remember, you are an individual. You are not the group. So you want your entire group to get their money, but more than that, you want you to get your money back. You want your family to enjoy that money. So when that is your compulsion, don't confuse yourself and say, I will be one with the group and we will stand united and either all of us get it or nobody gets it. Don't go for that kind of nonsense. Be very clear-headed. Each person is unto himself. It may sound very nice to say united we stand, divided we fall, and all those things that you learned in school. Those are stories. They sound nice. But most of the time, this business of united we stand works badly. Rather than that, try another strategy, also very inspiring. It's called the power of one. Exercise the power of one. You be the person who goes and fights for your own money. What about the WhatsApp group? What about the association? Yes, let them fight for their money. Let each of them fight for their money. What about those who can't fight for themselves? Well, you have to be very clear in your head. Are you an activist who's representing everyone else? Are you a trade union leader? Or are you someone who is trying to get back your own money? You need to be very clear in your head. Are you fighting for public interest? In that case, yes, don't let down the group. But if you are someone fighting for private interest, you are fighting for your own family, you want the money to come back because you want to help your family, then don't confuse yourself by thinking, oh, I'll get the money when the whole group gets the money. That's not how it works. That is not how it works in real life. Don't confuse yourself. Don't say things that you don't mean. United we stand and we will all get our money back together and builder will have to bow before us. No, he doesn't. The company will sar jhuka denge. No, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. It's not so easy. Most of the time it doesn't happen. So don't get into this kind of false mythologies. Stay focused on getting your money back. How? One of the foremost ways, I always tell people, be your own spokesman. Be your own spokesperson. Be your own ambassador. Be the person who can narrate the problem best. You have a problem. You have given, say, 25 lakhs to a builder as booking amount or whatever it is. Or you have entered into some kind of a situation with some kind of company where you have given them your money and now they are cheating you. You be the one, not someone else. Don't wait for someone else. Don't wait for a green signal from your association. You be the one to speak about your problem. Now you may say, I am not a very good speaker. I am not a leader. Yes, you may not be a very good speaker. Learn to be a speaker. You will never have to be very good. You just have to be convinced about the rightness of your own cause. You are the person in pain, so you are probably the person who is going to speak with the most amount of emotion. Show your receipt. See, this is the receipt. This is the amount that I have given this guy, this company. Show your documents on a selfie video. See this agreement. See this clause. See what it is saying here. Show people what you are saying. Show them. Convince people that you are genuine. Convince people that you are not just talking out of your hat. Convince people that this is what the company had promised. Right? You have to convince the people that it was a false promise. You have to convince the public. Make a video. Put it out there. It will have an impact. One of the main impacts you are going to be looking for is that this builder or this company will want to settle the matter with you because you are inspiring others. You are giving motivation to others and therefore more and more people are going to come. So they say, let me finish this matter, settle it with this guy. Good then, excellent. If that is the effect, excellent. Let that benefit come to your family. That is one of the main things you are fighting for. So don't fool yourself. Simultaneously, if it does not happen, at the very least, the public will benefit. When you explain to the public how this scam works, you explain to the public how this company or this builder is running his business, how he is taking away people's money, how you have suffered a loss, how much of a loss it was, how much it hurts, the exact process by which they fooled you, they took away your money. Talk about it. And you will have to become better and better at talking about these things. At first, you will probably not be very good at speaking about these things. You may not be a good public speaker. You may not have learned to speak about these things. And you may feel self-conscious because you are looking at yourself in a selfie camera for the first time. You may feel self-conscious. That's okay. Everyone feels self-conscious. I felt self-conscious. You'll have to learn. You'll have to learn how to speak into a selfie camera. You'll have to learn how to be interesting, how to say things in a way that the public is interested in listening to you. You will have to learn how to be effective. You will have to learn how to be truthful and forceful. The truth has force. Whatever you say, if it is factual, if you believe it, you talk about your rights. You talk about your rights arising from various laws. You have to believe it. When you do that, you become a better spokesman of your own cause. Now, when that happens, assume for a moment you are part of the WhatsApp group or association. Within that WhatsApp group or association, your status will rise because you are a spokesman. You are able to speak for your own cause. Maybe you can speak for other people also. But at least learn to speak for your own cause, your own problem, your own money. When you do that, your status within the group rises. When you do that, yes, possibly, there is a good possibility that the builder or the company settles with you. And if that happens, please take it. Don't get confused. Don't take a stance saying, oh no, everybody should get their money. Everybody else is not fighting as you are fighting. Everybody else is not speaking out as you are speaking out. So don't get confused. Are you an activist or are you a spokesman for your own cause? Are you a private individual? If you are a private individual fighting for your own cause, then don't confuse yourself in your head. Don't let the rhetoric get inside your head. Keep in mind, the builder has taken away your money. Now the builder wants to give you back your money. Take your damn money. And then if you still want to fight, yes, please help others to fight. Inspire others, guide others to fight. But first, please take back your money. Go there and negotiate hard. That is not wrong. People have guilt. People have all kinds of guilt. They feel, oh my God, if I negotiate for my money, I'm letting down the group. No, you're not. You are not. You are fighting for your money. The idea that everybody should get back their money is great. But usually that is not implementable. So you have to get back your money because your family is depending on you. Because your wife and children are depending on you, because your aged parents are depending on you to get back that money. So you go there, negotiate and get back the money and do it without guilt. Do it with honor, do it with dignity. People on the group may say, they may badmouth you. They will say, देख उसका settlement हो गया, उसका पैसा निकल गया, अभी वो चुप हो गया. They may bitch about you, that's okay. But please remember your purpose. Why were you there in that group in the first place? You were there because you wanted your money, man. Don't forget it. So don't let people's bitching get into your head. Last but not least, it often happens that the leaders of associations think this way. Remember that. They are there for their own money. And while they look like they are taking a leadership of the association, they may actually be representing their own cause and the builder may give them back their money. And after that, whatever happens, they are not accountable to you, they are accountable to the builder. That often happens. It's a fact, it's a reality, and it is human nature. So please don't be over idealistic and say, oh no, the association leaders are fighting for all of us. Be careful. I'm not saying there are no good people in this world. There are. But please be careful. That's not how reality usually works. The reality is usually in a different direction. People are usually self-seeking, and the power of the builder to coerce, force, influence your association leaders is very large, and it is necessary for you to always stand up for yourself and think critically about what is being proposed. Don't go with the flow. Don't let anyone tell you, sir, we have a lot of faith in you. That this is how they talk to the builder when they call for a meeting. exploited people's association meets with the exploiter. Exploiter is given the dais. The association's chairman is sitting next to the exploiter. And what does he say? You will hear things like, "Sir, we have great faith in you to complete this project and give us back our house. We have been waiting for this house for 25 years, sir, but we have confidence in you that you will give it back." Notice what he is saying. You should immediately understand that this guy has been sold out. Then later on he may tell you, no, I am only talking this way because I have to, sound good to the builder so that he completes the project. Baba, listen to what the person is saying. He is no longer your secretary or chairman or office bearer. He has become the builder's man. You have to keep in mind what is going on. You have to be alert. So, you may continue to be this part of this association or WhatsApp group, but be very watchful about what your leaders are saying. Don't let them take this kind of double stance. Oh, no, I have to be good with the builder and we have to withdraw the complaints against the builder. And please don't do these things. Don't take this kind of double stance. Be very clear. Builders or companies, the people who run the scams, they will settle with those who give them maximum amount of pain. They will usually settle with the people who actually attack them not physically, but attack them through social media, who cause them pain, who motivate others, who take leadership, who fight strongly, energetically. You be that guy who fights strongly and energetically. You don't be that guy who is waiting for someone else to fight, because that someone else will get his benefits. Someone else will take the money. And he will think that he is fighting for himself, so he will take the money and go. And you will be left wondering what happened. You won't know what's going on. Happens to a lot of people. I watch a lot of WhatsApp groups, a lot of associations and WhatsApp group. Usually, if people become members of WhatsApp groups and associations, they become quite useless. They forget the power of one. They forget that they can make a difference to their own case. They stop speaking for themselves. They think like a group. They become part of the herd. I am very sorry to see this phenomenon, but I see this phenomenon played out again and again, repeatedly in various kinds of WhatsApp groups and associations. Please remember the power of one. I am Krish, the Urban Naxal. Jai Maharashtra, Jai Hind.